And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Animation Edition Season 9. This is actually a sad episode because this is our last episode of the season. This is episode 10, and we have with us previous contestant on previous seasons, a movie critic, a YouTuber. If he's been on the show a couple times in the past, Mr. Wes Troop. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for coming back on the show.
Oh, no problem.
I was looking up the stats. This is your fifth appearance on the show. So
Wow.
yeah,
I
so
didn't
you
realize it was that many.
yeah, yeah, me neither. But so you're not new to the show, but again, the last time you've been on was season 6, so it's been a while since you've been on, but it
Okay,
has been
yeah.
5 times. So for
Mhm.
anyone who hasn't seen any of those episodes, don't know who you are, could you introduce yourself, Mr. Game Changer?
Sure. I'm Wes Troop. I have a YouTube channel. It's you can find it. It's like I'm sure you'll put the stuff in the
Yeah,
description. Yeah. It's called the A List review, and I review every movie that comes out basically. Um, Classic movies like that are in the Criterion collection. I've been doing a lot lately. Animated movies, of course. Um, but yeah, as I like to say, I see the good, the bad, and the ugly.
exactly.
So basically, and I even have been doing more streaming movies too. I don't know why, because they're all pretty bad, but like the Netflix exclusives and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I must be in for torture, but
Who would have thunk the whole movie industry would have been changed in the past 3 years?
I know. Yeah, it is crazy how everything's changed.
So the big question for you is which one, Barbie or Oppenheimer?
Oh, I'm seeing both.
Both. Okay.
Friday night I'm going to see Oppenheimer, and then Sunday morning I'm going to see Barbie.
That's good. You have a
Yeah,
day in between. Okay.
yeah, yeah. I
Not
didn't feel like 5 hours.
nice, nice. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that should be. I'll be looking forward to your reviews of both when you post
Oh yeah,
those
those will
because
be up.
I'm sure you'll post those. And for anyone else who's new to this is a 12-question multiple choice game show about anything even remotely related to the field of animation. As long as Wes keeps getting questions right, he goes higher up the ladder. Once he gets one wrong, that's the end of the game, and he leaves with the last number of points from last save haven. He has 3 lifelines to help him. 50-50 gets rid of 2 wrong answers. If phone a friend if he chooses, he can call someone for help or ask the expert. This season, our expert is Mr. Stanford Clark, who won the game show last season, animation lover, a movie critic, blogger, podcaster. I've asked him all the questions this season. Wes can see how he answered, decide if he wants to go with that or not. And if Wes gets to 32,000 points, he'll get a 4th lifeline, which is a double dip, which gives him 2 chances at answering the question. After that um, introduction, Wes, are you ready to play Millionaire?
I am.
Let's go. This is our last episode of the season. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, awesome. And let me just get into full screen mode any day now. There we go. There's your ladder of points. The yellow ones are your benchmarks. Once you get to those, you can't lose them no matter what. Excuse me. And again, everybody, this is Stanford Clark. Check out his blog, his movies, past and present, as well as Animation Fascination podcast. The links are below. Wes has read this already. So, Wes, we're going to try to start this game. 500 points. Let's go. The animated 2023 Pixar short Carl's Date reunites us with Carl Fredricksen, a character from which animated Pixar film? Is it right, left, down, or up?
All right. I saw this short. Not obviously, I saw Elemental, so I did enjoy this one. So I'm gonna say D up.
And nothing's final to say final answer. Is that your final
Oh
answer?
yeah, final answer.
So take your time to say final answer, but I think you know your answer is correct. Good job. I like Elemental. I thought it was one of the better Pixar films in a while. I feel Pixar's kind of been on a very downgrade recently.
I
Um,
definitely agree. Yeah.
and Elemental, while I don't think it's like amazing or anything, I feel it's like a sign that maybe they can get back up. But Carl,
Yeah, like the last few I've called like Diet Pixar because they just haven't felt like the real thing for some
exactly.
reason. This one felt a little more like like the
Hmm.
Pixar I knew and loved.
I agree. I agree. But
Mhm.
I was disappointed with Carl's date. Like I've kind of like I know they're hyping it up a lot, and it was the
Mm,
last thing that Ed Asner did before one of the last things he did before he died.
right.
But like I don't know, like spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but I mean, Carl is supposed to go on a date with somebody, but they don't actually show the date. The date. It's just like him talking with Doug, which I
Mhm.
guess is cool, but I don't know. And where's he living? He bought a new house or something.
Yeah, that is a good point. I'm not sure.
333 according to this picture, but I guess he had to buy a house. But besides that, yeah, Elemental, I think I was happy with it. Again, it wasn't amazing, but hopefully it's a sign things are changing.
Right. Mm.
Wes, you're doing amazing. Next one, the 1,000 points. I have to remind you if you get that wrong, you leave with nothing. I don't think that's going to happen, but just to remind you, 1,000 points. What MacGuffin plot device is used to convince the elephant Dumbo that he can fly in the animated 1941 Disney canon film Dumbo? Is it a magic feather, a magic hat, magic claw, or magic rock?
That would be Magic Feather, A. Final answer.
You said final answers. Have to take it. Is that correct? Your answer is wrong. It was Metro. No, I'm kidding. Those were correct. Good job.
I was gonna say, well, really?
You have 1,000 points no matter what. Yeah, it was the magic feather, I guess the confidence giver that causes Dumbo to glide. Yeah, it's not really explained, but it works. Are you a Dumbo fan?
I am. I love the original more
Yeah,
than the Tim Burton version. But yeah, I do really like the animated Dumbo.
I agree. I do enjoy it too. That yeah,
Mm.
the I'm not a fan of the live action remakes anyway. So yeah,
Me either.
the Tim Burton the Tim Burton one was just I don't know. I'm waiting for these remakes to be over, but they don't seem like they're ending.
I hope so.
We have live action Aristocats coming out with Questlove directing. So I mean,
Oh wow!
so
I
I don't
didn't
know.
expect that one.
Yeah, I don't know when these will end until they run out of the canon. I guess live action Moana, like that seems so recent to do a live action
It
remake
does.
of. But
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard about that.
yeah, but I don't know until they do live action. I don't know rescuers with real mice or something. I don't know when they'll finally give up.
Yeah.
Okay, Wes, you're doing amazing. So of all your lifelines, let's keep going. 2,000 points.
All right.
Who is the voice of Speak of the Devil? Who is the voice of the demigod Maui in the animated 2016 Disney canon film Moana? Is it Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, or Chris Pratt?
You almost want to say Chris Pratt because he's voicing everybody these days.
No one
But
would blame you if you did.
I do remember that it's Dwayne Johnson though before the Chris Pratt mania struck. So I will say final answer A, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, is that correct? Your answer is correct. Like I said, if no one would blame you if you said Chris Pratt, he's everywhere. Lego Movie, Onward, Mario, Garfield. Who knows what's
Yeah.
next?
I mean, who knows?
But Moana is a film I like a lot. It's probably of that era that they call the Disney revival. I guess fans call it that. I think that's probably my favorite of the revival films. And
Yeah, it's a good one.
it is. And I wasn't a big fan of any Disney canon films since Moana until Encanto came out.
Oh
And
yeah, and Encanto's a good one too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think in between those two, like the films that came between them were not that great. Frozen 2 and Ralph Breaks the Internet and whatnot.
Oh yeah, those were kind of forgettable actually. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't ask what they're about. It's been a while.
I agree.
And I wonder if they do the live action version of Moana, if they actually have Dwayne Johnson play Maui.
I think so. I think I heard that
Oh,
he was
really?
gonna. Yeah,
That would make sense. Like I can't see why they wouldn't.
yeah. I'd be more intrigued with him actually playing the character.
Mm. I guess that's a good box office draw as well. So,
Yeah, true.
Wes, you're doing amazing. 5,000 points.
All right.
During which time period does the animated 2002 Disney Toon Studios film Peter Pan 2 Return to Neverland take place? Is it during World War One, World War Two, the Korean War, or the Vietnam War?
Oof. I have actually never seen this movie.
Okay,
Um,
take your time. You have
yeah,
lifelines.
so I will ask the expert on this one. I
Okay.
have an idea. It's between two, but but we'll definitely ask the expert.
All right, that's what they're for. So let's ask Stanford. I asked him this. He said, "I'm 100% sure the answer is B, World War II."
That was one of the ones I was in between. So I will go with the expert and say World War II.
Final answer.
Final answer, yeah.
All right, you haven't seen this one, but hopefully Stanford did. He was pretty 100% confident. World War II, is that correct? Your answer is correct.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank you, Stanford. Yeah, so Peter Pan it's one of the better better is in quotation marks, one of the better Disney, sequels, direct to videos.
Mhm.
Well, this one actually got a theatrical release, but it's one of the better sequels. So this is Wendy's daughter Jane, and that's I forget who that is. If that's like Nana's
None of
descendant or something.
yeah.
But yeah, so it takes place in World War II during the bombing of like the London
Oh,
Blitz and
okay.
all that, and that's when Peter Pan comes back and he takes Jane to Neverland because Wendy's grown up now. So
Okay, yeah. I have it on DVD, I think. I've just never watched it for some reason. I just don't have the time.
I mean, like I said, it's not something you have to watch right away. So,
Yeah.
but it is better than some of the other ones. Hunchback 2 and Cinderella 2. So
Yeah, I've heard the horror stories about those.
yeah, stay away from those as long as you can. All right, Wes, you're doing amazing. You had to use one lifetime. We still have two more, but let's keep going. 10,000 points. Which dead relative of the main characters, Ian and Barley, is halfway brought back to life for a day in the animated 2020 Pixar film Onward? Their mother. Is it their father? Is it their sister? Or is it their brother?
This was but like it was yeah, I actually this was like the first movie that I didn't see in theaters with the lockdowns because
Mm.
it was like that weekend I think when it came out, but I did see it on Disney Plus. So be their father.
Final answer.
Final answer.
And we're just talking about Onward as well. I got to stop talking about these
Yeah.
things. They keep coming up. Your answer is correct. Yeah, I think I remember. If I remember, I think the last time you appeared on this show in season 6, I think it was the same time around when this came out. I think you had an Onward question in that episode as well.
Oh, okay. So
So
yeah, probably
yeah,
like right around the when it
yes.
came out.
I think you said yeah, you were saying the same like because that was just when the lockdown happened, everything just went to Disney Plus or whatever
Yeah.
the plan was. No one knew what the plan was at the time.
Yeah.
Yet here
Yeah,
we
that was
are.
crazy.
It's kind of hard to like sometimes I forget like how much of a big event that was in our lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go back to the theater for like, over a year.
Yeah,
I
that's
think my first movie back was Black Widow. Yeah, and that was
okay.
like July 2021, I think.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I know Top Gun Maverick got a lot of people back, but
it
was that
did.
last year
Yeah.
or was that 2021?
Hmm.
I can't remember which year that was. Excuse me. But anyway,
Oh, that
Onward.
was last year.
That
Yeah.
was last year.
Hmm.
Okay. Onward it's one of those like mid Pixar ones. Like I say, it's where I guess see Pixar going downhill. But
Yeah, and it's like I can totally see that as a straight to Disney Plus type movie.
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't have much confidence this would have made a lot of money if it had gone to theaters. But
Yeah,
so it
probably
all worked
not.
out in the end, I guess.
Hmm.
Okay, Wes, you're doing amazing. You're two away from the next benchmark, and you'll get that double dip lifeline if you get there. But we got to get there
Okay.
first. 20,000 points. Whose birthday is being celebrated in the animated 1944 Disney canon package film The Three Caballeros? Is it Mickey Mouse's birthday, Pluto's birthday, Donald Duck's birthday, or Goofy's birthday?
So surprisingly, I've never seen the Three Caballeros,
Okay.
but I know who's involved in the three. Um, and I'm gonna take a chance and say Donald Duck because even though I've never seen it, I know he's one of the Three Caballeros. So,
Final answer.
final answer. Oh,
Alrighty.
oh, fingers crossed.
You took a gamble here and you never saw the film, but you know Donald Duck is one of the three caballeros. Is that right? Or is it some trick question and it's actually Pluto's birthday? Your answer is correct. That was a good guess. And something you're big into Disney as well, not just the films, but you're also big into the parks. So I'm like,
Right.
I
Yep.
know I know you've gone to Disney World a lot, and you've
Mhm.
been. I'm sure you've been on the Mexico
Oh
three
yeah,
caballeros,
yeah.
right?
That's one of my when I go on at least every trip at Epcot.
Okay,
So that's how I know like at least what's in that ride. So
that's good knowledge there. Yeah, because that ride, I like the ride. It's nice and like calm. It's like a good,
yeah,
especially when it's hot outside. That's a good ride to go inside and
yeah, and
cool
it
down.
never has a real long wait. I
Mm.
mean, maybe like 10, 15 minutes is the longest you'll wait.
I feel most people don't even know it's there. I think that's why.
Right. Yeah. People are like, "What do you mean Mexico boat ride?" Yeah. And I'm like, and I worry like if because there's been so many rumors about turning it into a Coco
Coco,
ride.
yeah, or
I'm just like, that'll
Encanto,
be like
maybe.
2 hour waits in
Yeah,
that
definitely.
little spot.
So yeah, we'll see what they'll do with that. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's if you haven't been on that ride, that you're gonna go check it out. It's
Yeah.
worth it. So
Hmm.
it's definitely better than Frozen ride. I'll give you that.
We're on the same track as the Maelstrom.
It's exactly. All right, Wes, you're doing amazing. You're thanks for the 32,000. If you get that, you'll have that no matter what, and you'll get the double dip lifeline. But let's see
All
what it is.
right.
32,000. Which animated Studio Ghibli film features tanuki or Japanese raccoon dogs as the main characters? Is it Pompoko, Porco Rosso, Tales from Earthsea, or Ponyo?
Oh boy. It's gonna make it seem like I don't watch any movies. Never seen any of these. I am getting a little more into anime now, though.
Mhm.
But I have not seen any of these Studio Ghibli films. So I will ask the expert on this as well.
Okay, so this is your last expert for the game that
Okay.
we're going to ask Stanford. That's what he's there for. I asked him this question. He said, I'm 100% sure the answer is A, Pompoko.
All right. Well, Stanford, let's hope you're right. So, and I will say A Pompoko. Final answer.
All right. Again, you haven't seen any of these, so no idea. You went for Stanford. He was 100% sure again. Is this correct? Did you keep going? Or is this the end of the game? Wes, your answer is correct. Thank you, Stanford. You helped out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations. You have 32,000 points no matter what you do today, and you have the double dip lifeline. So you have the double dip and the 50-50 going into
Awesome.
the ender. So yeah, I've never seen this film myself, but as you can see, these are based on raccoon dogs, as they're called. You could search them on Google.
Oh,
They're
okay.
kind of raccoony looking, but they're not raccoons. The movie is based on these characters, but I've in real life they're different type of animals that live in Japan. So, but yeah, Studio
Okay, cool.
Ghibli is that was my entrance into anime films is from Studio Ghibli films. Gonna I
Right.
watched uh my favorite one was Spirited Away and Howl's Moving
I've
Castle.
seen that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
you've seen the good ones, so that's good.
Yeah.
And a recent one I've seen, it's not Studio Ghibli, but a recent anime film I've seen is Belle, which is I really
Oh,
like.
yeah. I did
Mhm.
review that. Was
Okay,
that last year or the year before? I think. Yeah,
that
I
was
can't
last
remember.
year, I think,
Last year. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was really good.
or 2021. I can't remember. The years just merged in my head.
It might have been one of those weird ones that like say 2021, but it actually came out
Came
in
out in 2020.
2022, like
Okay,
in
so
America
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah.
probably that makes sense.
Where I'm
Uh,
always like, I don't know whether to rank this as 2021 or 2022.
yeah, no, I liked it a lot. It was like I call it Beauty and the Beast meets Ready Player One.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
So it was a sweet film. I liked it.
Hmm.
Okay, Wes, you're doing amazing. You're 5 away from the million, and you still have two lifelines. I want to get you there. Let's see if we can.
All right.
64,000 points. What is the big announcement that Dracula intends to make in the animated 2022 Sony animation film Hotel Transylvania Transformania? Is it he's going to become a father for the second time? Excuse me. Is it he's found a way to bring his dead wife back to life to be with him? Is it he's retiring and will hand the hotel over to his daughter and son-in-law? Or is it he's meeting his long-lost brother Nosferatu for the first time?
All right. This is one that I reviewed
Okay.
on the channel, and I have seen this one.
Excuse me.
I wasn't thrilled about it, but I watched it anyway. And I do remember that he was going to announce his retirement and give it to the son-in-law and daughter. So I will say C, final answer.
All right, at least you've seen this film as
Yeah.
compared to the last one. Is your memory correct? Your
I hope so.
answer is correct. Good job.
All
Yeah,
right.
it wasn't a great film, but I will say think I liked it better than Hotel Transylvania 3.
Yeah. They're all just kind of middle of the road for
Yeah.
me. All those movies.
Mhm.
I'm always like, eh.
I'm surprised they got 4 films out of that franchise.
I know. And Adam Sandler wasn't even in this last one.
No, I think that's another reason I like this film. I like because I'm a fan of Brian Hull. I follow his YouTube channel,
Oh,
so
okay.
like I like to see him in this film debut of it, or like as debut as like a main character in an animated film.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah,
nice.
I've seen some of his YouTube stuff. It's pretty
Hmm.
good.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's a really good impressionist and voice actor. But yeah, I don't know if they're doing Hotel Transylvania 5. I don't know where they could go with this franchise, but hey, if it makes money, they'll probably do it.
Very true.
Excuse me. All right, Wes, you're doing amazing. 4 away from the million. You still have 2
Oh,
lifelines. You're almost there. 125,000. Who was the voice of Princess Bala in the animated 1998 DreamWorks animation film Ants? Is it Sharon Stone, Demi Moore, Julia Roberts, or Uma Thurman?
okay. Man, if it was Bug's Life, I would know it.
You know the good one.
I, yeah, I remember seeing Ants in the theater, and I remember Woody Allen was the voice of the main character. I'm in between two, so
Or the two
I'm
you're
gonna
looking at.
use the 50-50
Okay.
and see what we come up with here.
So just for fun, what are the two that you're leaning towards?
Sharon Stone and Demi Moore.
Okay, I'll do 50-50. Give her 2 wrong answers. Sharon Stone. I swear that was random.
But I had a feeling, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, man.
You could use your other lifeline if you want, or take a guess. Like I said, there's no second place because we already had millionaires this season. So
Right. Yeah. And both were big in the 90s too. That's the hard part.
mhm.
Um, ooh, I'm going one way, but it could really be either one, I think. Um, I'm gonna take a gamble
Okay,
and go with Sharon Stone.
final answer.
Final answer.
Whew. You weren't very sure. You did 50-50, and the two that you thought it were the two that remained. And you went with Sharon Stone instead of using your double dip. Is this right? Do you keep going? Wes, your answer is correct.
Woo.
Wow. Congratulations. Yes.
I don't know why I kind of pictured that. That picture right there kind
Yeah.
of reminded me of Sharon Stone's hair.
Yeah. Probably. That's probably why why they
Yeah.
did that.
And I didn't really remember Demi Moore being in it, but it was a very good chance she was.
No, you're right. Like she was big in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
In like her animated film in the 90s was Hunchback. She was Esmeralda in the Hunchback.
That's right.
So
Yeah. So yeah, I doubt she would have been in two
mhm.
around the same time.
Yeah, so good guess. We probably were thinking of Emma Stone and then thought Sharon Stone.
I knew she does the crude movies.
There you go. You know the important stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ants. Ants is a film I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't think anyone's a big fan of Ants. I don't think Ants has a fandom. I could be wrong, but
Who knows?
everything has a fandom nowadays.
Yeah, I just remember seeing it in theaters, and that was the last time I ever saw it. And I just always will remember Bug's Life more than that for some reason.
Which
I
is
mean,
says a lot of the
yeah,
two films.
Yeah.
All right, Wes, you only have one lifeline left, the double dip, but is it enough to get you to the million? Let's see. 250,000 points, Wes. The animated 2022 film Luck was the debut film of which animation studio? Was it Skydance Animation, Locksmith Animation, Paramount Animation, or Vanguard Animation?
Oof. This is one I have not seen. So I'm gonna definitely double dip on this.
Okay. So again, the double dip is you get two chances. So you guess something, and if it's wrong, you still get another chance to guess. If both are wrong, then that's another game.
Um, all right. My dogs are getting yelled at in the background.
Yeah, I heard someone scream. I thought they said, "Say, hey."
They're not screaming
Yeah,
answers, believe me.
yeah.
uh, Let me start out with Skydance Animation.
So just to clarify, you are using the double dip.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the
I'm
first
going to
answer
use
is Skydance Animation. Final answer?
the
Final?
final, yeah.
Okay. So your first guess of the two that you have, is it Skydance? Your answer is correct.
Oh, whoa! I didn't see that one coming.
Congratulations. You didn't have to use a double dip, but hey, whatever it takes, right?
Right,
So
yeah.
Luck wasn't a bad film. It's a very okay film. It's fine. That's the best way I could describe it. But
Okay.
it's interesting because Skydance Animation, it's the new animation studio that John Lasseter became part of after got out of Pixar and all that. So this was the first film of theirs that they released, and it's on Apple TV. Luck. It's
Okay, cool.
about
Yeah.
a land of
I
bad
kind of
luck and good
remember
luck.
that poster. Yeah.
Mm. I think they have another film called Spellbound, which was supposed to come out this year, but I think it got moved to next year. But like Rachel Zegler is the voice of the main character in that, so
Oh, okay.
that should be interesting.
Hmm.
But hey, you got Skydance Animation, so congratulations. You're two
I
away
think
from
Mission
the.
Impossible still in my head. That was Skydance. I think that's why that stuck out to me.
That's probably what it was. You're
Mm-hmm.
two away from the million. You don't have any lifelines, but maybe you can make it. Who knows? 500,000 points, Wes. What is the name of the inn wherein the coachman meets with Honest John and Gideon in the animated 1940 Disney canon film Pinocchio? It's the Red Lobster Inn, the Olive Garden Inn, the White Castle Inn, or the Cracker Barrel Inn.
Wow. I'm like, I don't know any. um,
Like I said, there's no round two, so you're best to just take a
right.
guess.
So might as well
Mm-hmm.
go for it. I'm gonna take a guess and say the White Castle Inn.
Final answer.
Final answer.
All right, you're at the 500,000 point. I'm not sure if you've been this far before. I can't remember.
I don't think so. So I
But
think just that is a good thing all in its all
yeah,
own.
that's an accomplishment right there. If
Yeah.
this is where it ends. But yeah, you went to White Castle Inn for just a random guess, right?
Yeah.
So is it correct? Do you get to see the million points, or is this the end of the game and you drop down with 32,000? Wes, your answer is wrong,
I had
unfortunately.
a
You'll
feeling.
leave with 32,000 points. It actually is Red Lobster Inn. It's very weird.
Really?
It's called Red Lobster Inn. I
Okay.
don't know if Red Lobster got their name from this or it's just coincidence or whatnot, but
I thought it would be one or the other. I,
mm,
I didn't think it'd be Olive Garden or Cracker
Cracker.
Barrel.
Either Red Lobster. Yeah, if you had the double dip, that might have helped now, but
Yeah.
you used it already. But Wes, you did amazing. You went all the way to the 500,000 points, which again, I'm like I said, I'm not sure if you've been that far before or not. So that's
I don't
amazing.
think so. Yeah.
That's amazing to get to. You leave with 32,000. So unfortunately, you didn't make it a million and don't get the Amazon gift card. But I I always enjoy having you on as a contestant, and I'll definitely love to have you on again in the future. Before we
Oh
go,
yeah, definitely.
is there
Mhm.
anything else you want to say? How can people find you?
Sure. You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/westside515. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Wes Troop A-List. And then I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. I'm doing a lot over there recently at Wes A-List.
All right, I'll try to post all those down below. And for everyone else who's watching, that's it. We're at the end of season 9. I want to thank everyone who came on the show and participated. I want to thank Wyatt, Eli, Jonathan North, Sean, T, Samantha, Callie, Brian, Vega, Rachel, Wagner, and Wes Troop for appearing as the contestants on this season's on this season of Who Wants to Be in an Animation Edition. Congratulations to our two millionaires who were Sean Nasuti and Samantha Scoop. They both won the million points and they both won Amazon gift cards from me. And a special shout out and thank you to Stanford Clark for being the expert this season, helping our 10 contestants out with their question with their when obstacles, and for answering all the questions I sent to him after I create a new game every time, and for replying promptly. And yeah, next season will be the Big 10, the 10th anniversary, the 10th season. I can't believe I'm doing this for 10 seasons. So
Wow.
yeah, there's
Congratulations.
thanks. I gotta plan something big for the 10th one. So I'll think
Yeah.
about that. But until then, until next time, take care, and I'll see you guys next season, hopefully. Bye.